Welcome to Moonmindtemple. Today, we talk about Zen of entrepreneurship, peaceful path to success. A journey into the intersection of ancient wisdom and modern ambition is explored. The principles of Zen Buddhism are illuminated as a pathway to achieving entrepreneurial success with a sense of calm and purpose. Question-based hook. Are you tired of the endless hustle, the constant stress, and the feeling that success requires sacrificing your peace of mind? What if I told you there's a path to entrepreneurial achievement that's not only profitable, but also profoundly calm and purposeful? In this video, we'll explore how ancient Zen wisdom can revolutionize your modern business journey. Zen of entrepreneurship, peaceful path to success beyond the grind. The entrepreneurial paradox. In today's world, entrepreneurship is often painted as a relentless chase. From sunrise to long past midnight, founders, freelancers, and dreamers push themselves through the pressure cooker of endless deadlines, investor meetings, and the constant fear of falling behind. The story of success has become synonymous with exhaustion, where sleep is treated like weakness and hustle culture is glorified as the only way forward. But here lies the paradox. The more we chase, the less we create. The more we grind, the more we lose sight of why we started in the first place. Instead of breakthrough, burnout becomes the milestone. Mental health suffers, creativity dwindles, and passion, the very fuel of entrepreneurship, burns out in the fire of overexertion. What if success didn't have to come at the cost of peace? What if the truest form of productivity came not from frantic overwork, but from calm clarity? This is where the Zen of entrepreneurship enters, an alternative path that challenges the myth of hustle. Rooted in the timeless wisdom of Zen, this approach teaches that inner stillness is not an obstacle to achievement, it is the foundation of it. By cultivating mindfulness, entrepreneurs can step away from chaos and discover the power of focused presence. By practicing detachment, they can make decisions with clarity instead of fear. By embracing balance, they can sustain energy for the long journey rather than sprinting into exhaustion. The peaceful path doesn't reject ambition, it redefines it. Success is no longer measured by endless grind, but by the harmony between purpose, prosperity, and personal well-being. When an entrepreneur learns to walk this path, work transforms from a battlefield into a creative practice. Instead of being consumed by the chase, they begin to experience the freedom, flow, and fulfillment they were seeking all along. This is the entrepreneurial paradox. The less you struggle, the more you succeed. The quieter the mind, the greater the vision. And the more peaceful the path, the more profound the destination. Zen of entrepreneurship, peaceful path to success, mindful momentum. Zen's core principles for business. Every entrepreneur knows the rush, the adrenaline of pitching an idea, the late nights building something from nothing, the high stakes of chasing a dream. But behind the energy lies another truth: panic, pressure, and the constant fear of failure. The path to success often feels like walking on the edge of a cliff. Zen offers another way, a way of moving forward with mindful momentum, progress that is both steady and peaceful, grounded in three timeless principles. Presence over panic. Most entrepreneurs live in a storm of what-ifs. What if the deal falls through? What if the product fails? What if the competition wins? But Zen teaches presence, the discipline of focusing only on the step in front of you. Instead of drowning in future fears, a mindful entrepreneur makes decisions calmly, rooted in the reality of the moment. From this clarity, better choices emerge. Non-attachment to outcomes. Traditional business culture ties self-worth to results, profit margins, sales numbers, investor approval. But this attachment breeds anxiety. Zen flips the script. Effort matters more than expectation. When entrepreneurs give their full energy to the process without clinging to outcomes, they unlock freedom. Wins become celebrations, not validation. Setbacks become lessons, not failures. Embracing impermanence. Markets shift, trends rise and fall. No strategy lasts forever. Many fight change with resistance, but Zen teaches impermanence. Everything is fluid, everything changes. The mindful entrepreneur doesn't fear this truth, but flows with it, pivoting gracefully, innovating without panic, and adapting with equanimity. In change, they see opportunity, not chaos. Together, these principles form the heart of Zen entrepreneurship: presence in action, detachment in results, and acceptance of change. They create a rhythm of progress that is calm yet powerful, a momentum that doesn't burn out but builds steadily. The paradox is simple. By slowing down, the entrepreneur moves faster. By letting go, they gain more. And by embracing impermanence, they create a business that is as resilient as it is successful. This is mindful momentum, not the grind of constant struggle, but the quiet strength of walking the peaceful path to success. Zen of entrepreneurship, peaceful path to success, flow state fundamentals, practical Zen for your venture. Entrepreneurship is often portrayed as juggling 1,000 tasks at once, emails buzzing, deadlines looming, and endless fires to put out. But the irony is that this constant multitasking drains energy, scatters focus, and leaves even the most passionate founders feeling depleted. Zen offers another path: flow state fundamentals, a way of building a venture that thrives on calm clarity instead of constant chaos. Single tasking for productivity. In a world addicted to multitasking, Zen reminds us of the power of doing just one thing with complete attention. Imagine sitting with a single task, designing a product, writing a proposal, or listening to a customer, without distraction. In this focused presence, work deepens, quality rises, creativity flows. What normally feels heavy becomes light, and productivity emerges not from frantic pace, but from mindful precision. Cultivating beginner's mind. Entrepreneurs often cling to what they think they know: past experiences, rigid strategies, or assumptions about markets. Yet, Zen teaches beginner's mind, approaching each challenge with openness, curiosity, and humility, as if seeing it for the first time. This mindset transforms obstacles into opportunities. Problems that once felt like dead ends become doors to innovation. With beginner's mind, the venture evolves not by repeating the past, but by continually rediscovering the present. The art of letting go. Not every idea, partnership, or pursuit is meant to last. Many entrepreneurs hold on out of fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of being wrong. But Zen reveals the freedom of letting go. Releasing what no longer serves the vision or drains energy without return creates space for what truly matters. By unclenching the grip on the unnecessary, the path ahead becomes lighter, clearer, and more aligned with purpose. Together, these fundamentals create the conditions for flow, the state where effort feels effortless, where momentum builds naturally, and where progress aligns with peace. The paradox of Zen entrepreneurship is this: the less you force, the more you flourish. By focusing on one thing at a time, seeing with fresh eyes, and letting go of what weighs you down, your venture not only grows, it grows in harmony with the life you actually want to live. Zen of entrepreneurship, peaceful path to success. Resilience through stillness, navigating entrepreneurial storms. Every entrepreneurial journey encounters storms. Markets crash, deals fall through, competitors rise, and uncertainty becomes the only constant. Most founders respond by pushing harder, running faster, and working longer. But in the frenzy of trying to control the uncontrollable, clarity disappears and exhaustion takes its place. Zen offers a paradoxical truth. The greatest resilience often comes not from motion, but from stillness. Meditation as a strategic tool. When chaos swirls around, the mind mirrors the storm, scattered, anxious, reactive. But meditation acts as an anchor, a practice that stills the noise. In those moments of silence, patterns emerge, clarity sharpens, and the next move becomes obvious. It's not escapism, it's strategy. Just as a general studies the battlefield from a high vantage point, the meditative entrepreneur sees the bigger picture before choosing their next step. The empty cup mindset. Many entrepreneurs cling to what they already know, defending past methods as if they were shields. Yet Zen teaches the wisdom of the empty cup. Only when we let go of certainty can we truly learn. In business, this means continuously unlearning outdated approaches, staying open to new insights, and welcoming feedback, even when it challenges pride. With an empty cup, growth never stops, and adaptability becomes second nature. Compassionate leadership. A venture is not built on products alone, it's built on people. Traditional leadership often leans on pressure, hierarchy, and fear. But Zen points to compassion as strength, not weakness. A leader who listens with empathy, values well-being, and understands the human side of ambition creates teams that don't just survive, but thrive. Compassionate leadership builds loyalty, sparks creativity, and transforms work into a shared purpose rather than a forced grind. Together, these practices, meditation, the empty cup, and compassion, form the foundation of resilience through stillness. Instead of being broken by storms, the Zen entrepreneur bends like bamboo, flexible, calm, and unshakable. In the end, success is not about outrunning chaos, but meeting it with stillness, wisdom, and heart. That is the true peaceful path to entrepreneurial strength. Zen of entrepreneurship, peaceful path to success. The harmonious hustle, a new definition of success. For generations, entrepreneurship has been defined by one word: hustle. The image of the tireless founder working through the night, sacrificing health, relationships, and peace of mind in pursuit of profit has become the blueprint of success. But if success only comes with exhaustion, disconnection, and burnout, was it success at all? Redefining success. Zen invites us to expand the definition. True success is not measured only by numbers on a balance sheet, but by the harmony between purpose, impact, and well-being. It's about building ventures that uplift, not deplete. About finding fulfillment in the journey, not just in the destination. Profit matters, but so do peace, joy, and the legacy of how you've touched lives along the way. Integrating Zen into daily routines. The path to this balance isn't abstract, it's deeply practical. Zen practices can be woven into the entrepreneur's daily rhythm. Begin the day with 5 minutes of mindful breathing before checking your phone. Practice single tasking during your most important work hour, resisting the pull of distraction. Take short pauses of silence between meetings to reset clarity. Close the day with a brief reflection, gratitude for what went well, and release of what didn't. These small shifts create ripple effects, sharper focus, calmer decisions, and a steadier flow of energy. An invitation to the peaceful path. The harmonious hustle doesn't abandon ambition, it elevates it. It's about working with purpose instead of panic, leading with clarity instead of chaos, and creating with presence instead of pressure. This is an invitation to step off the treadmill of endless grind and onto a path where entrepreneurship is not just about building a business, but about building a life worth living. The paradox is powerful. When you choose peace, you don't lose momentum, you gain it. When you nurture balance, you don't weaken success, you redefine it. This is the harmonious hustle, not the frantic rush to the top, but the steady, joyful walk toward a deeper, more meaningful success.